4. So, Coach, tell us who you have with us here today and then give an opening statement about the expectations for this season.
All right. First of all, thank you for having us this year. We've got Whitley Boland, senior, Katie Hampton, senior, Madison Montana, seniors. They're all three starters, returning starters. We returned all but one starter from last year. We graduated one. So it means we've got about, I think, 6 incoming sophomores. So we're going to be deeper this year. Be able to play deeper, be able to press more. With just losing one senior, just off the top of my head, I think we averaged about 50 points a game. So we got 43 points returning. So we've got a good base coming back. We just have to improve on it. It's going to be a little different, 35-second shot clock, which really we tried to get our best shot, so it won't affect us as much. But towards the end of the game is definitely different this year than, if ball control at the end of the games, you've got a lead. So, but overall, I think we're going to be deeper this year. More people playing time. We got some younger guards coming up. But, these three are the 3 returners from, and then added to Kinley Watson she'd be the 4th. And then Presley Martin, she started a few times too. So honestly, we've got 5 returning starters, with 2 of them being kind of part-time starters.
Coach, you coming off of a district championship last year, and you're talking about you got some more depth this year. So who's going to be coming up, stepping up, filling up some minutes, and getting you guys over the hump?
Well, we didn't win district, but we won conference. We were co-conference champs with Manila, and then we got beat out in the semis in district. But that's one of our goals this year is to get in that district finals and try to win that. Try to repeat as conference champs. It's a tough conference. Now we do have a couple leaving out, but we've still got several good teams in our conference. 3A, and it's tough. And I think this year, on any given night, anybody can beat anybody on a given night. We've got some teams that definitely improved. So we have to show up and bring our A game, or we go home with an L.
Girls, if you would, just talk about playing for Coach Songer and what it's like for him. And he's been around for a long time, so just talk about what it's like and the practices are, and stuff like that.
I love playing with Coach Songer. Me and him have a really good relationship. He kind of lets me do what I want on the court. I'm an all-around player, so if I'm feeling good in one spot, he just kind of lets me go from there.
I really enjoy playing for Coach Songer. He really pushes us to do the best that we can, and he doesn't take easy practices.
Playing with Coach Songer is very exciting. It's always something with him, but I have very high hopes for this season playing with him, and I'm very excited.
Coach Songer, with you having 5 returning players from last season, I mean, you're coming off a conference championship. How are you going to use that as an advantage against, these teams in this conference?
Well, I mean, that should be a plus for us. Should be some experience. They got a little taste of the conference championship, and I think they want to repeat that. I know their goal is, one of my goals, to win that district and to get into regional and get into state. And I think we've got the right kind of chemistry. We got a good blend with the younger kids, and we've got 5 seniors. So, like Whit said, she can. Katie's our point guard, and Maddie's one of our shooting guards, and Whit, if I wanted her to bring the ball down, she can bring the ball down. She's a guard, but I can also we've put her at the post too. So we've got multiple people that can play different positions, and I think it's going to help us.
You said on any given night, you can lose any game, just by mistakes. But as far as the schedule goes, who is your biggest worry that you have as far as the conference goes?
Well, they all worry me. So now we did lose 2 out of the conference. Walnut Ridge and Hoxie, left the conference, and we were 19-6 last year, and Hoxie beat us 3 times. So they're not in our conference, but we do play them on the schedule, and we play West Side, and William Baptist tournament's going to be a tough tournament. There's several good teams in that. So like I said, if we don't show up, we have to show up each night, or we're going to get beat. But I think these girls are up for the challenge.
Y'all 3 are returning seniors and everything. What is your mindset and goals coming into this season?
I just want to lift my younger girls up. I mean, I know sometimes I get in my own head, but I just don't want them coming into the game as a 6th or 7th man and thinking that they can't do the same things that we can.
Yeah, I would we've started to become really good friends, and we just play really good together, and I'm really excited for the season coming up.
Definitely tell the younger girls that just because they're younger than we are doesn't mean that they can't do the same thing that we can. Just like Whitley said, I mean, they can do equally or just as good as we can. So.
And this is my last question before I wrap it up here with you. As far as, like you said, winning the conference championship and everything, coming into the season, would you say you have a chip on your shoulder?
No, not necessarily. I mean, I just think we've got goals set, and one of them is to win conference and try to win district. I think that should be every team's goal. As far as the chip on the shoulder, no, we just know what we need to do, and we know we're capable of doing it. It's just how successful we are depends on how hard we work, and it's kind of in their hands, how good we can be.
All right. Well, thank y'all for y'all's time, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And 1 second, we just have a little bit longer left. No, you're good. What do you think are some things that you three girls need to work on more so you can be prepared for the end run of postseason play?
Like I said, I'm an all-around offensive player. I need to really work on my defense, and I really need to lift the other girls up. Just like I said, I get in my own head, and that's something that I need to work on.
I really need to work on seeing the whole court and setting up the play. Sometimes I go a little fast, and just getting that quicker shot off.
I'd say overall, I probably need to work on my defense. I'm pretty average. I feel like if I work hard enough and get the motivation right, I feel like I can be a better defensive player than I am now.
And, Coach, just talk about the chemistry on this team, having so many returning players, how you feel like that helps when it comes to, the hard situations and the battles you'll face going through this season.
Well, I think it pushes us in practice because anybody on a given day could step up and take one of these 5 spots, and I think that pushes them to be better. You get better with the competition. We're only going to be as good as that second team pushes us, and we've got I think 16. So, it's that second and third team that's going to be pushing these guys. And anybody can be given, out on the game in a given night because, you do get fouls, you get in foul trouble. So they have to be able to step up and play. And I think with the experience that we've got and the younger girls coming up that we'll be able to go deeper this year.
All right, if you want to just give one more quick kind of just wrap up and ending statement for today.
Like I said, I appreciate you guys inviting us. I appreciate these 3 girls coming up here and actually saying nice things. And we'll get after it again today, and we don't play till next week, so we're looking forward to a good season, and if we stay healthy and we play smart and play hard, we'll be all right.
Thank you, Coach, and thank you, ladies, for